Hey y'all, it's that time again. It's Math with Mrs. Peters, the crazy cat lady of Hiram High School. Today's topic, graphing inequalities. Now, those are graphing linear inequalities. We've already experienced graphing on a single number line, say x is bigger than 3. So I'd have 3 here and 2 on this side and 4 on this side, and I'd have an open dot and I'd be graphing in this direction. That's a one variable, okay, inequality. What we're talking about when we talk about linear inequalities, we are going to be talking about two variables, like y is bigger than or equal to x. That is a linear inequality because it is on the Cartesian coordinate system. That means it's on the grid, and we're looking at a line. So, with that said, our objectives today, and we're not going to fill in all these boxes, just some of them, is how do we graph an inequality? We're going to also define what a boundary line is. That's when we actually graph the line. Then we're going to graph that boundary line. We are going to define the solution for an inequality. And remember, even when we're over here on this one, our solution is a set of answers that are over here in this area of the number line. So it's a solution set. With that said, we're going to say, what is the solution of an inequality? I just told you, it's a set. Well, it's a set of ordered pairs. The solution for an inequality are all the ordered pairs or points that make the inequality true, or a true statement. So we're going to look at an example. Graphing the inequality. Well, I want you to remember, we need to talk about the boundary line. What is the equation that matches up with this inequality? It's going to be the boundary line. Okay, the boundary line is the equation that matches. Okay, so in this case, it's going to be y is equal to x. This is my boundary line. And just like out west, or when we are looking for boundaries, you know, between counties, between cities and states, we have boundary lines all the time. Well, this is the same idea of a boundary line. Now, I'm going to tell you to type this into your calculator, and we're going to look at the table of values. So here's my table of values that I'm going to come up with. And I'm going to go graph those. So I'm going to go 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. And I'm going to grab my handy-duty, ever-popular little graphing line. And I am going to graph a line. Okay, now it is a solid line because my inequality has the equal to symbol right there. Okay, because I had that equal to symbol right here, I have a solid line. If it was without the equal symbol, it would be a bunch of little open dots, which would look like a dashed line. And so we would draw a dashed line. So now I have to pick, okay, I have to pick 2 points from each side of the graph. I'm going to pick a point over here, and somebody in class said 3, 4, so we're going to pick point 3, 4. And I'm going to pick the point over here that is 6, 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it back into the original inequality. Our original inequality was y is greater than or equal to x. So I'm going to put my y in. That would be 4 greater than or equal to 3. And over here, using the same, grab that guy, clone him, bring him back over here. Okay, I'm going to use the same idea. 1 is greater than or equal to 6. Now, which one of these two statements is true? Is 4 bigger than 3? Or is 1 bigger than 6? And you're going to notice, oh my God, Mrs. Peters, guess what? I'm going to get me a highlighter out so we can highlight the side that is true. All right? This side over here where 4 is bigger than 3, that is a true statement. So I'm going to shade that side of my graph. And that's all there is to it. See, we wanted to check the points to make sure if they make the inequality true. I did that by plugging in my 2 points. Then I shaded the side where the correct point lies, or the side that is true, and always say shade the true side, and this side was false. There is a shortcut, but I'm not going to teach it to you today because I want you to learn this method, and then the shortcut becomes so much easier to understand. I'm very proud of y'all. Take care. If you have any questions, bring them to tutoring, and I'll be happy to answer them. Talk to you later. Bye.